Alright, so if you're in the market for a 3500 truck but you don't want to buy a diesel, but you still need more tow capacity, right here is your answer. We have a 2021 3500 HD. This will be your work truck package. So what's included in the work truck package? Well, let's start off by right here with the serial number. We have your standard halogen headlights. You have your steel wheels right here, and this particular model is a single rear axle, so you have a 17,400 pound tow capacity. If we take a look at the back right off, we'll notice that you have your steps integrated right into the bumper, and a really cool feature now is that GM is now having a button rather than a conventional lever to open the tailgate. So you hit the button right here, the tailgate pops down, so it is an easy down tailgate. There's no slamming, just gently comes down. And surprisingly, this has the lightest tailgate I think I've experienced so far. I mean, it really feels like you could just lift it with one finger. Super easy. And then on your key fob, you can actually open the tailgate from your key fob, and you can actually open the tailgate in the truck by the push of a button. And then if we take a look inside the bed, you have basically your standard bed here. Now you can opt for spray bed liner in here if you are looking to haul cargo in here and not have it slide around. There's also tow hooks in this particular model for hooking items up, or securing I should say. And then if we come around to the side of the truck, again we'll see more steps integrated in here. There's steps on the side of the bed, so you can just climb right up if you need to, just like that. This particular model has your larger cab, so you can fit some extra guys in here to head up on the job site. Let's start with the actual driver's side portion of the truck. We'll come around. Now, by the way, for those of you who might be a little bit on the shorter side, you're definitely going to want some steps here, because there is an actual significant amount of ground clearance until you actually get up into the truck. I myself would definitely need some steps. So starting right off, like any traditional work truck, we have my favorite, which would be your vinyl flooring. No carpet here, folks. Cleans right up in a jiff. Now if we take a look right off the bat, we have your electric parking brake, which is pretty much an industry standard now. We have your trailering controls right here. We have your transfer case, so you have 2 high, 4 low. You have your cargo lamp control in the back. You have your dimmer, and you have your headlight settings. So even on your basic model truck, you still get automatic headlights. You can turn them off. You can turn your running lights on, your headlights. There is no fog lights on this particular model, but you can opt for them. This is equipped with cruise control. And a very important feature for when driving a truck of this magnitude and having to tow is your trailer brake controller. GM has actually moved it. Instead of your usual control location being on the left-hand side, GM has actually moved the trailer brake controller to the right-hand side right here, which makes more sense. As you're driving, you can control your trailer brakes here. And you have a readout on the dash that tells you the percentage in which you're applying the brakes. You have a conventional column shift right here with a gear selector. Now, this particular model, as I stated, is equipped with the gas V8. So this is a heavy duty truck, but you do get gas. There is no diesel here. So what exactly do you have for a gas engine? Well, let's show you. So under the hood, we have the 6.6 liter gas V8. It's 400 cubic inches. It makes 401 horsepower and 464 pound-feet of torque. You also have your standard hood struts. Your hood opens right up, no effort. And your fuel economy on this will be right around, when towing, probably right around 7.5, 8 miles to the gallon. We haven't actually tested this yet, but we are going to see. Also available in the heavy duty models is the Duramax diesel, which is 445 horsepower and 915 pound-feet of torque, which would be more expensive. So if you're on a budget, the diesel's probably not going to work for you.
On the boosting aspect, to help someone in dire need, you can clear jumping cables right there and ground right here. And the cool Chevy logo across the grille is a new little feature they started doing, along with what I consider Mack truck looking headlights, which are really cool. You got the new tow mirrors, which are a bit difficult to get used to. I'm used to a little different. There's a lot more space here, so you're not having that normal bar getting in the way for visual. The truck also has a new back roof piece here. The window is a little bit smaller because of that. There's awesome shocks here, along with the spring, the upper leaf? Helper leaf. You got the helper leaves here. Oops. And then the shocks right there, which not all trucks come equipped with these shocks.
And we will be taking this on the road to test the ride, see how this truck rides. We'll see how the acceleration is. Well, let's hop inside.
All right. So here you have the normal control buttons if you have the luxury of a vehicle that offers it. You can control the mirrors up and down like that, side to side. It only does the big mirror. The little mirror you have to do manually, but still pretty cool feature to have. So when you're driving down the road and you forget you need to adjust, you can, and it does both sides. And then if we maneuver over to the center here, you have the normal climate control buttons. You have your, I believe, speed for going downhill. Manually controls the engine. This button drops the tailgate, which is pretty cool. You hold the button down and then it'll drop. Your normal hazard lights for when you're on the side of the road and need help, and your traction off button. You got USB-C here, normal USB. You got normal charging, what do they call these?
It's your 12 volt charging port, or 12 volt power outlet for, you know, any type of like, put a cigarette lighter, or if you need to like plug in a radar detector, or maybe a GPS, something that, you know, has 12 volts.
The old days they used to have the cigarette implanted devices in there. And then you can add more buttons here if you want to. Then you go up here and you have the normal buttons for the screen here, channels, home and phone, your volume, power, mute. You can swipe left to right for like a tablet. You got your normal phone, you got your audio, your Wi-Fi, which on Wi-Fi you only get, I think, about a month worth of free connection, and then after that you have to pay for it. Your average settings, very the touch friendliness is awesome on this. It acts just like a normal tablet. You got trailer lights here. You can do. Oh, no, that's not what I want. Trailer lights. Thank you.
So it allows you to test your trailer lights, which is actually a really smart feature.
And then you got your Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, which only work when your phone's plugged in. You got your OnStar services, so if you decide you need some side road help, call them up and they'll come to your system. You got 4G LTE, it shows here, which is basically when your phone's connected, it'll tell you what type of signal you got. You got your temperature, your time, you got your navigation, which we don't need today. You got your normal music, all touch based. You got tune, so 105. Of course, the one button does not want to work. You got Sirius XM if you want it. Where is that? Right there. Sirius XM. All the basics. You got your camera. Where's the camera? Right here. This is cool. So if you're normal backing up, you got that option. And when you want to connect to a trailer, it has a little line here to guide you to the hitch and guide you to the connection to the trailer itself. So whenever I turn the steering wheel, the guide here turns as well. So this entire trim here, I noticed, is all like a rubbery plastic, which is actually quite nice for a work truck. You don't have to worry about scratching or anything like that. It's durable. You got your nice little plasticky trim here as well, and it's kind of copying the aluminum feel when it's not actual aluminum, it's just pure plastic. Then you got hard plastic for the basic convenience of not having to worry about ruining it. You can put things up here like your wallet and other keys or whatever you might want to put in this little rubbery stand. Your normal heating vents elements. Then you got your top glove compartment and your bottom glove compartment. Then you got here in the center your normal center console, normal little cubby holes. You can put your coffee here. You can flip this up to have a seat, so if you need a third person in the front here. You got your normal books about the truck, and you can put business cards here. Then you got your normal leather pleather seats that come with it, along with your plastic floor, rubber floor, whatever you want to call that, which I like a lot for durability, and you can clean it easily. These are definitely pleather, as much as it would be nice to have leather, but pleather is perfect for a work truck, easy to clean and comfortable. We go to the back here. Got plenty of knee space. I'm 6 foot and I could sleep in the back here if I wanted to. You got plenty of headroom. If you got two other big guys or girls here, plenty of room for them as well. This is super comfortable for a work truck, a big truck. I'm actually considering on getting myself one as well.
Now, can you actually fold the seats up or anything?
The bottom seats you can. So you can put some big tools back here if you need to. Still very fresh and new. Little button here to drop the headrests if you don't want that in your way. Your basic seat belts. You got your car seat connectors here to protect your car seat from moving around so your child stays safe in the back seats. Unfortunately, these seats do not go down, so there's nothing in the back here that we're aware of. When you're starting the truck, here's a little guide to how to start a truck that we should all know by now. Got just the basic controls, heating elements for their feet down here, which is really cool.
All right, I suppose we should take her down the road to see how it drives.
So with this big truck here, you got the steering flexibility of the smooth handling is actually quite significantly, it's pretty smooth for a big truck, surprisingly. A lot of big words here I'm using. But for a big truck, it's definitely nice to have. A lot of bigger trucks sometimes it's a lot more rugged to steer, and when you're moving your tires and such, you can definitely notice the difference between a smaller truck and a bigger truck. But for the size of this, definitely it's definitely comfortable. It's definitely smooth handling. We're gonna accelerate here a little bit, see how quick, and it goes pretty freaking quick in a short amount of time, surprisingly, for a big engine and a big truck like this. You'd think it'd take a lot more effort, but it really doesn't, which is nice. You need that for big trucks like this to get out of the way of people that are really annoying on the roads. We both, Matt and I both know that experience from our daily jobs.
Absolutely.
So fuel economy though on this thing is definitely not worth it. It's 7.6 I'm getting right now. With hauling a trailer behind it is about the same. It's not much different. So if you're looking at fuel economy, don't get this truck. But if you're looking for a workhorse, this is definitely worth it. I recommend a diesel though, and even a dually if you're going to really haul a lot of stuff. So yeah, that's it's a well worth purchase if you're working, and handling is great. The pickup is great, and fuel economy is the only negative part of that, I'd say. This thingamabob helps you to fuel your vehicle using your portable gas tanks, because they've changed some of the technical features. They no longer allow the portable tanks to fill your vehicles normally. They had to change things up and add this to help you fill it.
Go.
All right, let's put it on trailer setting. Let's back up. We correct this a little bit. Gonna do that a little differently because of the angle. Alright, let's see if I can do this without too much trouble. It's very hard to tell the balls right there. And am I too high for it, or is it just right? Looks like it's just right. Nope. Oh, I gotta crank that up a little higher. Give me a second.
Alright, let's try out this little hitch feature.
That should be good.
Looks like you're right under it.
Put the parking brake on.
So now we have a trailer
When
hooked
you
up to the truck.
turn this left knob here, the light down there goes on and off. That's for your trailer towing. So just turn this. This line right here lines up to here. And it turns it on and off. Now we're going to test out this towing package to see how it tows.
Alright. What kind of trailer are we towing anyway?
We're towing a 16-foot trailer that is about, I want to say, 10 feet tall on the inside of it, and probably taller, about 14 feet probably on the outside. It can haul quite a bit of stuff, probably the entire normal apartment size can fit in this trailer. 6 feet long, 16 feet long, about 7 feet wide on the inside of it.
It is a pretty big trailer, yep. So definitely test the truck out a little bit.
Feels a little weird hauling this big trailer, but I'm also being very gentle in this yard. I don't actually notice the trailer a whole lot on the hauling aspect of it. This truck handles pretty well. I mean, you notice that you're dragging something behind you, but you don't really notice the weight of it, which is awesome. Now, granted, I'm not taking this on the road. I'm just going around a dirt parking lot to get the hang of it. But I can only imagine the difference when we put a lot of weight in this trailer. I'm guessing 20,000 pounds easily. But I'm no expert in the bigger trailer hauling department. But for driving normal trucks and 16-foot trailers every day, it's a little bit smaller than this 16-foot. It definitely handles a lot better than most of the 2500s you'd normally drive, which is definitely a lot better experience than the 2500s for hauling. You don't notice the same weight of it compared to the other trucks. What do you think, Matt?
I think it seems like nothing's really behind it. I mean, so far it's pretty good. It's pretty smooth. This lot's a little bumpy, but overall the truck seems to handle pretty smooth even with this trailer. This trailer alone, without even anything in it, it's fairly heavy. So
the tow mirrors takes a little time to get used to. I'm not familiar with these tow mirrors. All right, let's park this again. See how well I can do this without destroying anything. All right, I'm gonna use my dump guy skills here a little bit.
should I spot you?
Nah, you're fine. I do love how these 16-foot trailers constantly make a lot of noise. All right. Here's some of the grille options that Chevy provides you. So, if you need any junk removal, call Dump Guy at 207-450-5858 or thedumpguy.com. We can haul all kinds of junk for you at special rates. And yeah, it's a great company. I've been working here for over 5.5 years and been loving it.